Hello, dear friends. Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Juliet Huang and I'm a pediatrician here in Southern California. I'm going to be guiding you in a short body scan meditation. Now, this is something you'll be able to do maybe during your lunch break, if you have a short break during your work day, when you come home from a really stressful day, whenever you really need just 5 minutes to just come back to yourself. Last time we talked about just what mindfulness is, and it's about being awake and aware of the present moment, non-judgmentally, which is really hard as healthcare providers, and just with an attitude of curiosity and open-heartedness and lovingness. And really, for me, the hardest part of mindfulness is slowing down and pausing. Here in our home, we have a clock that chimes every 15 minutes. And it's a practice in our tradition that whenever we hear the bell chime, we stop whatever we're doing and we just go back to our breath. And we just follow our breath in and out until the bell stops chiming. And I try to bring it to work. I have a little mindfulness bell timer on my phone. And also I try to do it when the phone rings or something kind of alerts me where I have an opportunity to just stop. My teacher also talks about red light meditation. When you're stopped at a red light, instead of just kind of, listening to the radio or getting frustrated at the red light, you can just use that opportunity to stop and come back to your breathing. I wanted to say something about breathing. Most classical meditation practices use the breath as the focus of concentration, as your anchor during your meditation practice. But if something about your breath is uncomfortable, or if it triggers some difficult emotions inside of you because of a history of respiratory issues or a past history of trauma, please listen to that. And you can use other sources as your anchor. You can use different sounds, you can use different sensations in your body, and I'll try to incorporate that during my meditations. We talk about trauma-sensitive mindfulness thanks to David Trelevin. Sometimes mindfulness doesn't take everyone to like a zened out happy place. Sometimes actually there's some difficult emotions that come up, and that is the meat of the practice, is how do we show up for ourselves? How do we show up for our difficult emotions? We're really good at showing up for other people, for our patients. We're really good at staying late, going past our shift to go the extra mile for our patients. Can we do that for ourselves during this time of great need, of great turmoil, and great crisis? So I invite you to this practice of body scan meditation. And I invite you to take a posture that's comfortable for you. If you are exhausted from a day of work, feel free to lie down on your bed or on a yoga mat. If you're at work and you can't lay down on the hospital floor, feel free to find a seat. If you're sitting in a cushion, whatever is comfortable and is supportive of you. In the traditional practice, if you are sitting in a seat or in a cushion, they encourage you to sit upright so that your body is relaxed, but you are tall. And if you allow your body to be upright and relaxed, you actually allow your vertebrae to stack one on top of each other, so you don't have to use so many muscles to tense and hold yourself in place. Your bones hold you up, and you can just relax the muscles around you. And once you find your posture or your position, I invite you, if it's comfortable, to close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes open. And bring your focus of attention to your body. So much of our day is just running and rushing after people, after lab tests, after our children. And this is an opportunity to just come back to yourself. And if you can find a moment of quiet and a moment of stillness, perhaps you may find and connect with your anchor, whether that's your breath, being aware of your in-breath and your out-breath, or whether it's being aware of the sounds around you. Or maybe you can just settle into a part of your body that's comfortable, or as comfortable as possible in this moment. Sometimes we feel like our whole body is aching. If you could find one spot in your body that feels supportive, just bring your attention to that place. And just bring your focus to your anchor for a few seconds. And in this moment, just being aware that we are alive. We are breathing. We have the ability to embrace this moment and whatever comes up and however we show up. And so now we'll begin our body scan. If at any point anything is uncomfortable or something difficult comes up, please feel free to stop. Feel free to reach out to someone. Feel free to reach out to me if something comes up. And we could bring our awareness to our toes. Just be aware of your toes and your feet. Maybe you can feel your feet flat against the earth, and you could feel the earth supporting your feet. Or maybe you could feel your feet against your legs if you're sitting in a cross-legged position. Or maybe you could feel the cloth of your sock or your foot in your shoe. And whatever sensations you feel, just notice them. My feet are kind of sweaty right now. Or I feel tingling. Or I feel numbness. I don't feel anything. And then bring your awareness up from your toes to your whole foot. And just bring some gratitude to your feet that walk and bring us from place to place tirelessly. And then bring your awareness up through your calves to your knees. And just making note of different sensations, feelings, temperature, and up your thighs. Maybe you could feel the pressure of your body sitting against your cushion or your chair. Or maybe, and bring your awareness up through your back. Maybe you're lying down. You could feel the whole length of your back laying down on the ground, feeling supported by the earth. And just notice what parts do you feel tension, what parts do you feel relaxed. And just with a sense of curiosity, wonder what would happen if you let go of any tension that you discover along the way. What happens if you let go of some tension in your upper back, in your shoulders, and continue awareness up through your torso, and your abdomen, up through your lungs, and your heart. Our heart and our lungs that never stop working for us. Across our chest and down our arms, our forearms and our wrists, and our hands. Our hands that are constantly typing, examining, washing, writing, opening, closing. and then up through your neck and your head. And then just be aware of your whole body breathing as one organism. Now I invite you to just bring some gratitude to your body as it works so tirelessly for ourselves and for our family, for our community, for our patients. And when you feel you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and come back and join us. Now I invite you to just take a moment and just check in with your body. Have you noticed any changes from when we first started? You notice maybe some openings, or maybe you notice some more pain or some more tension. And it's very common when we actually stop and slow down, we actually feel more pain because we are so caught up in our duties and our responsibilities that we actually disassociate. We leave our bodies. And so when we take the time to come back and connect with our bodies, sometimes we feel more. And that's okay. Whatever you feel is okay. It's what I like to call the embodied healer, when we come back to ourselves and take the opportunity to come back. So I hope you found some benefit, that you find some time to nourish yourself and your mind and your heart and your body today. Hopefully you find some joy in nature and your loved ones, in some quiet moments with yourself. And may you be happy, may you be healthy and free from injury. Thank you.